Hey everyone, Randy here from Voices, and today we're going to walk through ways to improve the quality of your auditions to help you guys land some more jobs. More specifically, we're going to talk about compression. I'm going to break this down into 3 different categories: how compression works, how to use compression to improve the audio quality of your auditions, and finally, what exactly is compression? Well, compression was designed as a tool to help regulate the levels of old TV broadcasts. So whether the host was talking to their guest, or the entire room was applauding, or there was music in the set, they needed a way to really regulate the levels so that the consumer, or you at home watching TV, didn't have these levels going all over the place. Okay, but now it's 2021 and we're still compressing. So why? The main reasons are: 1, we're still slightly limited with dynamic range, especially in radio broadcasting. We used compressors to overcome a tech problem, to overcome a tech hurdle that we had in the past, and it really became part of the professional sound, at least the way that people perceive it, especially for those people who really know how to use the tools and use them to their advantage. So how does a compressor actually work? Now this is a bit of a heavy topic, so I hope you've got your snacks. So a compressor takes an audio signal and squeezes part of the dynamic range by a set amount. You can think of the audio signal like a boxer punching, and you can think of the compressor like a punching bag. If the boxer is punching thin air, nothing is happening. There's no restriction of their movement. Every punch can do its full rotation. This would be like having a compressor off. Now the threshold on a compressor is like moving that punching bag closer to the boxer. At some point, the boxer is going to start coming in contact with the bag, and it's going to start affecting those punches. Now, how dense this punching bag is like the ratio of the compressor. So if it's a really, really soft bag, it barely affects the punches that make it to the bag. If it's a really dense bag, it greatly affects those punches that are making it to the bag. Keep in mind, this punching bag has 0 effect on any punches that don't make it to the bag. So using the threshold, or sometimes called input, we can control how much of our audio signal's dynamic range is actually affected. And then using the ratio, we can determine by how much that's actually affected. And finally, we have gain or makeup gain. This allows us to boost the entire level of the output. Now, because our audio file now has smaller peaks, we can actually afford to bring up that gain a little bit more to compensate for some of the compression. So how do we take all this information that we know about how compressors work to help us book more jobs? And the simple answer is that we want it to sound as natural as possible. One of the best ways that we can master compression is by taking each parameter and really going to the extremes, so down to 0 and then up to full, until we can master each parameter and know exactly how that's affecting our audio. It can take a really long time to master compression, like years and years of experience using compression. The good news is, for voiceover, we really only need to find one good setup that we can use, that we can replicate, and we can do that with a preset or by saving it as a setting that we can recall later. So to set up your compressor, let's start by cranking the threshold, and then we're going to follow ARRT, which is attack, release, ratio, threshold. This is by no means the dictionary definition of how to use a compressor. This is a process that I think will really help you and has helped other professionals in the past. So make sure you follow this, but make sure you follow it with a grain of salt and try each parameter with your own voice, with your own microphone, in your own space, with your own software, just to make sure you're getting the best results for your voice, because every single person will get different results. So make sure you try them, make sure you try the extremes, and that way you really know how it's affecting your voice. Okay, so let's start with attack. Attack will actually allow us to allow some of that transient to sneak through before the compressor starts to work. With voiceover, we want to get on those transients quite quickly. So a general safe place to start would be around 4 milliseconds for your attack. Again, try it. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Give it a try. And then we're going to move on to release. I'd recommend setting your release to around 100 milliseconds. It's a pretty safe bet. Okay, then we're going to adjust the ratio, and this is going to determine by how much we're compressing the signal that went above that threshold. A really safe place to start would be around 3:1 compression, or as much as 4:1 compression. That means every 3 decibels above that threshold, it'll compress it down to 1 decibel above that threshold. So if it goes above 6, it'll compress that down to 2, and so on and so forth. And the last step, we're going to move that threshold back down to a normal level. That way it's only compressing your audio about 2 to 4 decibels. So you can actually look at the gain reduction meters to make sure you're compressing about 2 to 4 decibels. The value of that threshold is going to be different for every person, depending on your input gain, your voice, how close you are to the mic, all sorts of other variables. So just watch your gain reduction. Again, we're shooting for around 2 to 4 decibels to sound the most natural. Generally speaking, at this point, this should sound quite natural. If you're getting different results, just make sure you walk through that process again to see what works best for you. Well, guys, that's it for this episode of Creative 101. Make sure you guys are using ARRT for compressing your own voice, attack, release, ratio, threshold, and that process should help you guys get some better quality in your auditions and in your final recordings. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. Please make sure to subscribe, as we do have more episodes coming down the pipeline with actionable tips like this video here. And happy auditioning. We'll see you guys in the next one.